Breast cancer mortality disparities have been here for decades, and they basically have not moved in several decades. There is a big gap in terms of the tools and technologies that we have available and the patient populations that need to get them. So the big purpose and focus of my project is to accelerate the dissemination and implementation of evidence-based practices to reduce breast cancer mortality disparities. What happens is that patients often who don't have access to regular screening and diagnostic services show up to our cancer centers and our oncology clinics with advanced stage cancer presentation. And when people show up to our centers with advanced stage cancer presentation, they're much more likely to die from breast cancer. So the goal for our proposal on our project and the overall objective is to make sure that we provide timely access to screening and diagnostic services so that patients can get detected early and have much better outcomes. So what we've done is to develop a data infrastructure that collects the key pieces that are associated with breast cancer mortality disparities. With the data infrastructure in place, that people can then conduct tests of change and other types of interventions here to improve cancer screening percentages and to make sure patients aren't lost to follow-up. One of the things that we want to make sure that in our proposal is that we really get the voices of medically underserved patient populations centered in all the work that we're doing. And so what that means for us is connecting with different types of groups and finding different patients and groups and individuals who have experienced care barriers, and many of the interventions that patients have talked to us about that could potentially reduce those barriers are things that we as health systems can really readily implement. This includes things like patient reminder systems, ensuring that patients have friendly, reaffirming experiences when they come to our health centers here. The next focus for us is to create a quality improvement collaborative to make sure that we create lessons that other practices can use. I think we really have some terrific tools to take that next step, which is really to accelerate the dissemination and implementation of known technologies. I think this is really an incredible opportunity for health systems to say, how can we improve cancer screening in patient populations that are medically underserved? If we do this in a fashion that has a health equity lens, we really can put a big dent in breast cancer mortality disparities.